Welcome to the Rochelle Park Work and Public Meeting. The time is 6 o'clock. Date is August 28, 2024. Open Public Meeting Act. According to the Open Public Meetings Act, this meeting of August 28, 2024 was sent to our town and the record and published on July 30th, 2024, posted on the bulletin board in the municipal building and on Rochelle Park's website and Facebook page, and has remained continuously posted as the required notice under the statute and is being recorded and videotaped. In addition, a copy of this notice has been available to the public and is on file in the Office of Municipal Clerk. Are we recording? Did we? Yeah, okay. Roll call.
Deputy Mayor Peachy, Committeewoman Artola,
Here.
Committeewoman Judge Corbella,
Here.
Committeeman Miller,
Here.
Mayor Cassetti. You have a quorum.
Okay, let's start with the Pledge of Allegiance. A moment of silence. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. Should we do,
Is there any correspondence?
I do.
yeah, she has
you.
we have
I'll do that.
correspondence.
Just a few things. Starting Friday, August 31st, Bergen County will be spraying for mosquitoes from 3 a.m. to 6 a.m. I'm sorry, August 30th. If it rains Friday, they will do it Saturday on the 31st. So they will be all over town spraying in the early mornings. I have up there, if you want to see what they're spraying, the different chemicals they're using. Please keep your windows closed and don't let your puppies or cats out until about 10 o'clock in the morning. So we put that on our website and social media so everybody's aware. Also, Bergen County's 60th Annual Art in the Park Show, Saturday, October 19th at Van Thorn County Park for all Bergen County residents. Artists age 17 or older are encouraged to register, and there's cash prizes, $175, $150, $125, honorable mention, and best in show. And the exhibitor spots are 6 feet by 8 feet wide. So you can register right on the county website, and I have those flyers over there too. Also, please take notice as required by the state of New Jersey in NJSA 40:12-15. The Bergen County Open Space Trust Fund Public Advisory Committee, on behalf of the Bergen County Board of County Commissioners, will conduct a public hearing on the proposed allocations of its Open Space Trust Fund for funding year 2024 on Thursday, September 26, 2024 at 6:30 at the Learning Center on the 4th floor of the County Administration Building, 1 Bergen County Plaza, Hackensack, New Jersey. And that is all I have.
Thank
We
you.
have the approval of Amber on the agenda. I see closed session is at the end, but it was advertised that closed session was going to be at the beginning, right?
So I just advertised that our meeting was starting at 6.
Okay.
With the intention
So
of
let's
going
move it
into
up.
closed.
Okay, so yeah, why don't we just, for approval of the agenda, someone make a motion to move closed session up to now. We will be brief in closed session. We'll come right out.
Okay, so asking for a motion of the approval of the agenda with moving the closed session up. Do I have a motion?
Motion. Second.
Okay.
Committeewoman Judge Corbella?
Yes.
Committeeman Miller?
Yes.
Committeewoman Artola?
Yes.
Okay, so closed session was moved up and we approved the agenda, so then we just need a motion to go into closed.
Okay, ask for a motion.
I'll make the motion. Second.
Okay.
Committeewoman Judge Corbella?
Yes.
Committeeman Miller?
Yes.
And Committeewoman Artola?
Yes.
Okay. For the public's benefit, we'll be very brief in closed session. We'll be back out shortly. Do you have an Apple Watch? You don't need to be using the phones.
Yes.
We have someone trying to get over. I can't. Mean that never happens.
Okay.
All right. Let's get a motion to come out of closed.
Ask for a motion to come out of closed session.
Motion. Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay, next on the agenda, under discussion, we have corrective action. Roy Roscano. Good evening, Roy.
Good evening, everyone. This will be very brief. You can put the clock on 2 minutes. So the audit was almost perfect this year. We had 5 comments. 3 are all tied into 1 comment. The law requires me to come before you to present the corrective action plan. There'll be some other documents for you to sign as Township Committee. Hopefully we can upload Friday, Anne Marie, if possible, onto the FAST system. Deadline is August 31st, so we should be fine with that. Again, I want to thank the committee. Without your guidance and financial helping us by having proper staff, it shows now with, as I said, it's not perfect, but it's close enough. So some of the comments where we have to basically brush up our internal controls, specifically with the contract laws. And basically it's buying some equipment or goods and services prior to a purchase order. And there's always exceptions, but we went over the exception threshold. And it's usually over the weekend with the DPW, the fire department, and they forget to get the PO first. We did some blanket POs this year. Hopefully, we'll meet the intent of the law and not have a comment on that. The dog licenses, that's now been rectified. It's working. The software works. The personnel also now is basically giving reports monthly. So that's been corrected. Change orders have to be on the minutes. We missed 1. And it only takes 1, so that's why there's an order comment, and that's been rectified as well. That's it. I mean, the order was as clean as it can be for the size of community we have. Although it's small as far as mileage, the amount of entries are just as large as any other community, basically. That's it. I'm going to file this as soon as you all sign the paperwork. And again, by giving us, your CFO, the proper staffing, couldn't have gone any better. Thank you.
Thank you.
Great, thank you. Okay, next on the agenda, we have Boswell Engineering Report. Hello.
Do I have to hold this down?
I don't think so.
Okay. Pete Henry from Boswell Engineering, good to see you again. I'd like to run down our projects. The Rochelle Avenue, Railroad Avenue intersection improvement project which is a Bergen County project. We've submitted them, as they reported last month, the detour plan, and the ball is in their court to move it ahead. The sanitary sewer pump station improvement project, the treatment works application is still under review by the DEP, and we haven't got any comments back. Emergency sanitary sewer repair, we got the emergency authorization and the required document, the engineering plan will be at DEP next week. That's moving along. The storm sewer, MS4 storm sewer mapping is, it's been sent and approved by the DEP on July 30. Howard Avenue drainage and resurfacing, the contractor will be starting up Friday, August 30. So we're looking forward to that. Digital tax maps, the submission was sent down to DEP on August 22. And hopefully that'll be approved. The 23 CDBG grant application for Dorothy Avenue Gertrude project is completed. The construction is completed, and we're preparing the final closeout documents for payment and close out the project. Bergen County, 2023 Bergen County Open Space, Carlock and Matthew Fields. You recall the schedule is to fit it this winter for the spring construction. We're going to be coordinating with the borough administrator for the purchase of the park equipment to direct Harvey Avenue, the DOT 2024 project. is ongoing, and it's about 20% complete. The 2025 Community Development Project, an application for Lincoln Drive and Chestnut. As you may know, the CDBG just came out with revised maps, and those streets are no longer included. So we are redirecting and preparing an application to DOT for their LTTF grant program for those streets. So we're applying for another grant from DOT, not CDBG. And that's happened in many towns. We did the maps just in the last month, a lot of streets got taken out. We are making progress on a stormwater pollution prevention plan. So that's my report.
Kel, if you don't mind, accept that.
Yeah, so, question?
Hey, just a quick question. On the Rochelle Avenue, Railroad Avenue intersection, just for the benefit of the Township Committee, my office has prepared, finalized, and sent the easements in for filing with the county. The county returned them to me. They wanted additional changes, which I made, and then I refiled them last week. So we're just waiting on the county to confirm that, in fact, the easements, both the temporary and permanent easement, have been filed by the county, and then that aspect will be completed. Pete, do we have an estimated timeline? I believe it said fall 2024 start, because the landowner that engaged in the easements with us is looking for a timeline so he can advise his tenants. Do we have any idea?
I don't, but I'll have, we'll contact the county, see if they have a better idea.
Great. If someone could email me and just send me a proposed timeline, just so I have an idea, I can plan accordingly with my office, and then I could let the landowner know as well, as a courtesy. Okay?
Sure.
Appreciate it. And then continue to just remain in contact with my office for anything that you need from me. All right? That's it. I have nothing else.
Any other questions?
Yeah, excuse me, hi Pete. Howard Avenue said it's restarting again on the 30th.
Yes.
Is that the digging, the piping and everything else?
They're going to start the catch basin work. Yeah.
Okay. And what happened with the piping that we had, the old piping, was that able to be sold?
I'll have to get, I apologize. I remember you talking.
I did ask, yeah.
And
Yeah.
I didn't get an update on that.
And what about Harvey Avenue? Now, Harvey Avenue, you said it's 20% done. What's the completion? What are we looking at here?
I'll get back to that.
Thank you very much.
Sorry, I didn't.
No worries, thank you.
I just have a suggestion. I think these notice of construction activities that Boswell sent to the town are wonderful. It was to all residents. It was transparency that construction was about to commence. But I also think that it would be a great idea for you guys to do the same protocol when there are delays or interruptions within the construction. Send the same correspondence with the letterhead as well, and then the township can also share it on its social media page, just for transparency, because I know walking on Howard Ave, folks are confused. They don't know what happened.
Yeah.
They don't know when it's going to start again. So just a suggestion. Thank you so much.
Yeah, and living on Howard Ave, I get a lot of
too.
neighbors. Every time I garden, I get neighbors asking me
I'll have to
questions.
do
Yeah.
a report to you that we started.
Yes, I did
That's good.
see one of the, I don't know, tractor or whatever it is by the park there. It was back, so I was glad to see that. So the equipment's coming back, getting ready to work.
Great.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, next month, I will be on vacation. My colleague Brandon Randy sitting here. He will be. Good evening.
Good evening.
Great. We'll see you next month and enjoy your vacation.
Thank you.
The next meeting, September 25th.
Yeah, we're not having a work session on September 11th because it's September 11th, so it's September 25th.
So, PM start.
Actually,
Wait.
we're looking to do a 6 PM start. And that's a notice to the public as well. We need to ask the other members of the Township Committee if 6 o'clock would be good for them.
I should know by tomorrow.
Yeah, so we're looking at 6 o'clock for the next meeting, but we do need to confirm with the other members who aren't.
Good.
All right, thank you.
So the meeting on 9/11 is canceled, right?
Right, and we had,
September 11th, we canceled.
That was-
yeah,
Thank you so much. I'll email you tomorrow.
thank you.
Administrator.
Next, we have a administrator's report. Do we have any, anything from her? Okay. Committee reports, would you like to go first?
Sure, thank you. Okay, let me start off with few things here. So let me start off with, good evening, everyone. The seniors on September 5th at 1 p.m., there will be a remembrance ceremony in honor of the past President Joan Simons. I will have the privilege on speaking on behalf of the Township Committee as I am the liaison to the seniors. The Rochelle Park Police Association will supply the pizza and the soda for that day. There will be a free flu clinic on September 26th from 10 a.m. to 12 noon for seniors, disabled employees. This clinic is done by Bergen County Health Department and will be sponsored by Invictus Pharmacy this year. Please contact Michaela. I have twins, Kayla and Kenzie. I do this all the time. Michaela, in the main office for an appointment, but walk-ins are also welcome. I believe that would be for seniors would be over the age of 55. Is that what we're doing, right?
Yeah, I don't think they would turn anybody down, but.
Great. On Thursday, September 12th, from 10 a.m. to 12 noon, Bergen County will once again sponsor the annual Senior Festival at Van Zone County Park. For anyone 60 years or older, which will include lunch, music, entertainment, and resource tables. Registration is required and can be done on the county website. As for the school, welcome back to school time. School will be starting again I'm talking about middle and school. We'll be starting on September 5th. And there's been quite a few updates that were done to the school, including part of the roof, painting, technology, and replacement of the third and first floors. And also the new gym floor will be installed shortly, and that came in at $20,000 under budget, which is great. On behalf of the Township Committee, I wish them all a wonderful, successful school year. Now, DPW, I have from Dave, they had a complaint regarding a recyclable company. The truck broke down, did not do repairs on the side of the road. They did them in the street. They were contacted to clean up their mess, and they did originally. They tried cleaning up, but then had to get contact, come back and clean this up because it wasn't clean. And Dave made sure that happened. They have been inspecting storm drains from recent floods. They continue to maintain the parks and flower beds, as well as working with the Shade Tree Committee to plant at the triangle at Bennett in Somerville, that little triangle there. They have 4 calls for sewer backups, and they're cleaning the sewer lines. Started trimming trees to maintain them at DOT regulation height. They assisted the PD on National Night Out, prep, setup, and cleanup. They're in the process of painting curbs at the corners of intersections as per the PD's request. And the sewer line on El Dorado did a repair on, they'll be doing repairs on that on 9/3, pending weather. And I'd also like to just say a little bit here. We lost Congressman Pascrell, who is part of our 9th district and he was our congressman here in Rochelle Park. And so from my opinion, the Congressman Pascrell was a wonderful and caring gentleman who I spoke and worked with just this past July 2nd to try to help to receive funding for Rochelle Park. He was a great supporter for police and fire, and as he always stated, for the little guy. I know he'll be missed by many, and may he rest in peace. And that's what I have. Thank you.
If you could just please pass along our condolences for Joan Sim when you speak. She fought when she was ill, and she really tried to hold that position as long as she could, and she was very brave in her illness. So thank you for doing that.
Sure.
Okay. Mr. Miller?
Thank you. In July, the court issued 396 traffic tickets and handled 12 criminal complaints, resulting in a total court revenue of $10,788 for the month of July. Access for All is looking for volunteers to join their committee. Please fill out a volunteer form and send it to Anne Marie Wells. Access for All will be meeting September 18th at 7 p.m. in the Senior Center. The Bergen County Utilities Authority will conduct a household hazardous waste collection on Saturday, September 7th at Bergen County Campground Mountain Reservation from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m., rain or shine. Reminder, also here in Rochelle Park is holding a shredding event in the municipal parking lot on Saturday, September 28th from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. A New Bridge Landing pop-up tour will occur on September 8th from 3 o'clock to 4:30 p.m. Bergen County history enthusiasts will meet at Main Street and New Bridge Road in River Edge. Visitors will explore Revolutionary War sites, including the Steuben House, with an expert tour guide, and refreshments will be provided. The library board met on August 12th. They were very complimentary to the library director, Lisa Hoffman, for all the programming she has brought into the community, one of which, the Chalk and Bubbles Party, I attended on Monday with my kids in the municipal parking lot. It was a blast. So a special shout out to the library and staff for everything they're doing for our community. And lastly, also just want to touch on what Committeewoman Judge Gravel said. Rest in peace to our Congressman Bill Pascrell, a dedicated fighter for District 9. He will be missed, and may his memory be a blessing. That's all for me. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. For my report, I want to congratulate Abira Cavendo for becoming Rochelle Park's newest Eagle Scout. I attended his ceremony, as did we all. It was absolutely beautiful. I got to know Abira's family when we were repairing our houses after Hurricane Irene in 2011. We only lived a few houses away, and we both raised our houses. As we gathered information, we helped each other through the process. Once they were settled in, it was good to see Abira get involved in scouting. It has been a joy to watch him grow up since then achieve this highest honor in scouting. I was honored to be asked by the family to say a few words at his ceremony. Congratulations, Abira. Best to you as you get ready to go away to college. I want to thank the Office of Emergency Management for preparing for Hurricane Debby. Although this storm did not hit our area, we were prepared in case it did. On August 7th, I attended the OEM meeting along with the police, volunteer fire department, DPW, fire prevention, CERT, clerk, EMS, and others to plan for the worst. The Rochelle Park Office of Emergency Management participates in the National Preparedness Month, which is held in September of each year. Please see the 4 helpful tips publications that will be in the Our Town newspaper starting September 1st. Note that this public education campaign is sponsored by FEMA and is initiated by the Rochelle Park OEM. It is also part of our community rating system activities, lowering the NFIP flood insurance premiums by 15% for our residents. And for our police department, National Night Out will be covered in the August monthly report, but I do want to take a moment to congratulate the police chief, captain, for executing a successful event. The team created a fun event for people who attended and had a great time. Most importantly, the police made positive connections with the residents. So thanks to your team. And now for the July police report. During the month of July, our team answered 1,456 calls for service. Even with this busy call volume, our patrol division and detectives continue to demonstrate good proactive tactics in seeking out criminal activity before it impacts innocent people, and that effort and output demonstrated by the 199 motor vehicle stops, 12 arrests, 27 criminal charges, 441 summonses issued. Highlighting these arrests was our narcotics distribution arrest as a result of a motor vehicle stop on Essex Street. The arrest resulted in the recovery of crack cocaine and prescription legend pills packaged for sale. In the month of July, we also continued our community outreach, and members of the department proudly attended the Eagle Scout ceremony and were frequently visiting our day camp. The department continued our Cops and Shops program, which profiles a local business with our officers' meet and greet and ownership management, in introducing the police department to them and profiling them on our social media platforms. We continue to plan a bike rodeo in the coming weeks, and due to weather conditions, moved our National Night Out to Tuesday, August 15th. The department continued to extend its capabilities to our team with training. Many facets of the job, including Detective Sergeant Shatkin, policing the prestigious FBI LEADA Executive Leadership Institute, where he completed and obtained the coveted FBI LEADA Trilogy Award. Congratulations. Sergeant Lavoie was also attending class and working towards the attainment of the trilogy status. Police Officer Saldivia completed his monthly regional SWAT team training. Lieutenant Ed Kukowski received his accredited command executive certification, and Chief was awarded with the ACE Chief of Police certification from the New Jersey State Association for meeting leadership and training benchmarks. On the administrative side, we saw the newest team member, Police Officer Michael Lamas, start his field training, complete his in-house policy and procedure review, and now he is on the road riding along with several other department field training officers. Please make sure to check out our social media platforms in the coming weeks to meet the officer campaign where we will introduce Michael to the community. And just to highlight some of the numbers, motor vehicle crashes were 50, motor vehicle stops were 199, 120 emergency medical calls, 11 community outreach, 17 fire department responses. So thank you, Captain, to you and your team. You always impress us, and thank you for always keeping us safe. Okay, that's all for me. Attorney report?
Nothing for me.
Okay, clerk report?
No, just,
Okay. Next is public portion. I'd like to ask for a motion to open to public.
I'll make the motion.
Second.
Okay?
Committeewoman Otola?
Yes.
Committeewoman Judge Covello?
Yes.
Committeeman Miller?
Yes.
Okay, at this point, we are open to the public. Anyone who would like to come up and speak? Going once?
This is Ed Quinn, 19 Peak Street. This is not a complaint. This is an accolade. I want to thank Pete Donatello EMS. Went down and helped the Boy Scouts get their emergency service merit badge. Spent several weeks with the boys. Did an outstanding job. You know, as a guy that's hidden in the weeds, you didn't probably know he did this, but I want to say, take my hat off to the guy. You know, he spent a lot of time down there working with the kids. He did a wonderful job. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you for recognizing him. Anyone else?
Hi, Susan Yakabuchi, Ward Street. The DPW incident, I hope that, and nobody complained about what was on the street, because our street cleaner, I guess, broke down right in front of my house. And if they complained about debris in the street or something, let me tell you, it was this big. The next time it came around, it would have been gone, so I hope nobody made a fuss.
It wasn't on your street.
Okay.
This was a
They took
different
care of
street.
everything
Yeah.
and they were very conscious of the neighbors. They put the cones
Yeah,
around. They were
you know.
great, so.
It was the
What was that?
recyclable truck that it
Oh.
happened, and it was on the other side of town, so
Okay.
it wasn't on your street.
Because our street cleaner,
Yeah, it
that
happened on
broke
my
down
street
with
too,
the
yeah.
starter, but they were really good,
Yeah,
so.
very good.
Thank you for
Thank
that
you.
recognition
Thank
as well. Anyone else? Okay, seeing none, I'll ask for a motion to close public portion.
I'll make the motion.
Second?
Committeewoman Judge Covello?
Yes.
Committeeman Miller?
Yes.
Committeewoman Otola?
Yes. Okay, next is approval of the minutes. We have the closed session meeting minutes from June 12th and the closed session meeting minutes for July 24th. Do I have a motion?
I'll make the motion.
Second?
Committeewoman Judge Covello?
Yes.
Committeeman Miller?
Yes.
And Committeewoman Otola?
Yes. Okay, next we have the ordinances for adoption. Committeewoman Artola asks for a motion to open the public hearing on ordinance 1211-24, an ordinance to amend chapters 100, 155, and 185 of the Code of the Township of Rochelle Park to conform with the amendment of chapter 75 entitled Certificates of Compliance. May I have a motion?
I'll make the motion.
Second?
Committeewoman Judge Covello?
Yes.
Committeeman Miller?
Yes.
Committeewoman Otola?
Yes. Okay, anyone from the public on ordinance 1211-24? Okay, seeing none, I ask for a motion to close the public hearing on this ordinance and be adopted with notice of the final passage to be published in the Bergen Record.
Motion?
Second.
Committeewoman Judge Covello?
Yes.
Committeeman Miller?
Yes.
And Committeewoman Judge Covello?
Gail.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
sorry.
That's okay, I know, you're totally out of order.
Committeewoman Otola.
Yeah, so that's okay, yes. Okay, all items listed below are considered to be routine, non-controversial by the Township Committee and will be approved in one motion. There will be no separate discussion of these items unless a committee member or citizen so requests, in which case the item will be removed from the consent agenda and considered in its normal sequence on the agenda as part of general orders. So this is for resolution 024-162 through 024-169. May I have a motion?
I'd like to remove for discussion 024168.
168, okay. Any others?
That's it, thank you.
Okay, so we'll do the discussion first,
Sure.
okay?
And then we can do the vote on them. It's
Yeah.
just a quick discussion.
Sure.
So looking back on the ordinance for this liquor license, it goes back to 2010, which is almost 15 years old. And Anne Marie had got a chance to look around to see, other dollar figures, dollar amounts, I should say, and we're low. And maybe we can discuss about this, and go forward to look at maybe even being comparable to other towns, because it goes, to our gen fund revenue kind of thing. So this is something, I believe it goes to gen funds, right? Doesn't it go in gen funds, right? General funds for that, if it comes in?
I believe so.
I will ask for it, but anyway, long story, I would like to see if we can have discussion on this, maybe a little more research, and then maybe our attorney could come up with something or raise, to raise it or correct it a little bit more.
Yep.
I can put it on for discussion for next meeting,
Yep.
discussion
That's
of
fine.
the
That's
license,
good. Yeah.
and I'll call the towns around, I'll get all the, surrounding towns, what the fees are.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
Yeah, that would be
That'd
nice
be
something to compare with.
That's a
That way
simple,
you guys, I'll give
it's
you a
simple
whole chart.
ordinance change.
Wonderful.
Some of these, I mean, I will say, and I shouldn't say, there's quite a few ordinances that are way outdated. And I think we've discussed this before. So this is one of them that maybe needs to be brought up. And as I come along, I know I talked to Ms. Pease about it. We'll see if we can bring it up to date and maybe get the language and whatever has to be done to it. So,
The last few years, we've been revising a lot, and as they come up.
And we should do it gradually as we go along and we do business, especially when it comes to fees. Because if fees are outdated, it's additional revenue to the municipality that you guys discuss.
okay, great, thank you.
So is there anything that this needs to be approved tonight, or is there any kind of time limit on this, or can it wait till next
No,
month?
no,
till
no.
after
No, I
the
think
special
she's,
meeting?
I think
She's okay with
Committeewoman's
the
okay with the
I'm
resolution.
fine with the
She wanted
resolution.
to do the discussion, so.
Well, the
get it
discussion would be moving forward. So I'm fine with
Yeah.
this resolution now, but moving forward, we can look
for
at the
next year,
ordinance.
so we can up-
Raising the price
I
of the
mean,
liquor
we don't
license.
necessarily have to up it, but if we have to be comparable, I believe as a, surrounding towns have. So, thank you.
Okay.
Did we actually have a motion to remove it from the consent, or is it still on the consent?
It's on the consent.
It's on the
So
consent still for
you
discussion?
wanted to discuss
So then
it.
now, okay, so now
So
you
we're
can
good.
take your regular motion if you want to approve and pass the consent agenda.
Okay, so, again,
Your
So we
motion
all-
to adopt to pass the consent agenda.
right, okay,
You can, again, state the
right,
order.
because I had
the
asked for a
resolution.
motion, had
numbers.
discussion,
Right.
so I'm
Correct.
asking for a motion.
Correct.
So motion.
Yes,
I'll second.
okay,
And again, to clarify,
Committeewoman-
this is a motion to pass all items on the consent agenda, resolution number 024-162 through 024-169, all of them.
yes,
That's correct.
okay.
Committeewoman Judge Corbella?
Yes.
Committeeman Miller?
Yes.
Committeewoman Otola?
Yes,
Sure.
okay. We already covered closed session, so that's it. The next meeting is September 25th. Most likely 6 o'clock. Again, we have to check with the other committee members, but keep in mind that it could be at 6 o'clock. May I have a motion to close the meeting?
I'll make the motion.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye. All right, meeting adjourned.
Thank you.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, Gail.
Thank you, Jeff, for stepping in.
Yeah, sure.